So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Tuesday morning. How are you this morning? Second day towards Christmas. I love the month of December. Each day, I like to be doing different things. Yesterday, I got to do something really fun. Of course, I love the decorations and I love the lights and all the fun stuff. And I appreciate the people that are bringing me their flyers. You can either bring them to me or you can send them over to me at WAPN@WAPN.net. So I can scan them and I can share them and we can talk about things that are going on because the stuff has started and it is Giving Tuesday. So Giving Tuesday is just a thing they've made in the month of December to help nonprofits. And so if you'd like to give to WAPN for our over and above, we really appreciate it. We always got stuff going on. And you can stop by the station at 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill. We have a mail drop on the door if you want to put it on the mail drop, or go over to our website, WAPN.net, click on Give Now, and you can donate right there. But thank you so much for everybody that donates and gives to WAPN. We appreciate you so much on this Giving Tuesday. Well, every day we appreciate you, but Giving Tuesday, let's see if we can give some extra today on this Tuesday. To me, Tuesday is 2 for Tuesday. So I like to do 2 random acts of kindness, and I really like this time of year that you can do those things. I was in a store the other day, and this man, you could tell he was in a lot of pain, that he had back pain, and he was standing there and he was huffing and puffing. I said, sir, you can go ahead and go in front of me. He goes, oh, I wasn't doing that, so I would go in front of you. I said, I never thought you were. Why don't you just go ahead and go in front of me? He goes, no. And I said, hey, you don't want to mess it up. This might be the only time I'm being nice. And he laughed. He goes, so you're really not nice? And I said, I don't know. You better go so we can find out. But I just love doing little things. So yesterday I left here and I was on a mission. And so I have a very special volunteer, Veronica. She was the first volunteer of WAPN. So all these years, and she's very serious about Prayer Line. She has all these different people that she prays for and different groups that she's with, and they all, send her all the prayer requests, and she calls them in, and she's just very good about every Monday making sure that, all the prayer requests are in. Well, every year, to start off December, I always drop her off a poinsettia. Well, when she used to come here, she used to get the poinsettia. And she loves powdered donuts. And so that's just been like our thing, that every year the season doesn't start until the powdered donuts arrive in the poinsettia. And so yesterday was the day, 3 stores to find one. I know, what happened to all the poinsettias this year? So I get the poinsettia and I've got her little donuts, and off I go. And it was so special. She opens the door and she's like a little kid. She has this biggest smile on her face. It blesses me so much that I just get so excited. And she hugs me, and I get a picture with her, and she starts her season with the poinsettia. And in her house, the radio is blaring a prayer line. It just blesses my heart. All these years, her faithfulness. And so shout out to Miss Veronica for all your years of faithfulness, volunteering at WAPN, and being a special lady in my life. I'm very thankful for that. So I'm thinking about that yesterday, and it was different things throughout the day about the holiday season. And it's not about Jesus is the reason for the season, but there's different traditions that you carry on. I know for me, cookies are a big tradition. I love to wear a shirt every day. The month of December, I'll have something different on every day, Christmassy. And I had taken a break for a little bit because it hurt too much to put them on. My dad is kind of the one that got me started on this. And, he had bought me some gorgeous sweaters and stuff. And they're old and don't fit. And I donated them and different things. But I decided to start doing it again because, just because he's gone, I didn't want to not do that thing that we did together. And then if you know me, I love Little Debbie's, and I only like them a couple times during the year. Christmas time is one of the times that I love Little Debbie's. I have all different flavors here at WAPN. So if you stop by WAPN and get coffee, you can get a flavored Little Debbie also. But I even have Little Debbie in my yard. Yeah, the glow things. Yeah, I got them the other day. And even when we do Christmas and it snows at my house, we give out hot chocolate and Little Debbie's. I know. It's a tradition that I love to do. I give Little Debbie's as a gift. There's a dip you can make with them. And so it was so cute. So yesterday I was gathering my Little Debbie's and stuff, and I was just thinking about the importance of traditions. And so this morning I was kind of thinking about, the hustle, the bustle, and all the things, but it is about Jesus as the reason for the season, and it is inviting somebody to go to church with you, or maybe to walk through Bethlehem, or maybe to go see the parade, or just giving a little bit of Jesus to somebody. I love the candy canes where they write, what the different things for the J means, the red stripes and all that. And so there's different ways that you can show the love of Jesus throughout this month and just make people want to know, hey, why do you have that smile? I know you've been through a lot, or maybe things are rough, but you're smiling, or you're always doing. Sharing the love of Jesus is the best time, I believe, in the Christmas season. And so as I was thinking about all that this morning, in the morning, I like to watch a couple little shorts to get my day going. And this was something that I just loved. And it was about Santa Claus. And it was about, there's a time in your life that you stop believing. And, I was raised on always believing. And so I was listening to that. And it was the sweetest thing about the Jesus, that when you give unconditionally, and you give in secret. And it's kind of like the whole theory of the Santa Claus thing, that nobody ever knew that it was really your parents or whatever. And so when you do that, you're giving Jesus to people. You do a secret Santa. It's a way of showing love to somebody else. And I loved it about this family that took their kids and they went shopping and got all the stuff and they put all the names on it and they wrapped it and they put it at the doorstep, and they ran as fast as they could to their car. And the kids go, well, why aren't we going to watch them open it or let them know that it was from us? Because it really wasn't from them. It was from just giving. This is the season to give. Give of your time, give of your talent, give of your cookies, give of your Little Debbie's, give of the music. Right before we came on the air, Happy Birthday, Jesus, one of my favorite songs, that little girl singing that. And it takes me back to when my dad was alive and my mom was alive. And we would go to First Baptist Church of Daytona Beach to the Living Christmas Tree. And every single year, another little girl would come out and sing Happy Birthday, Jesus. And that was one of my favorite things. And so, traditions might change a little bit. We might get older. We might lose somebody. We might, whatever. People come and go and things happen. But I'm telling you, it's how you are made up. I've got some Jesus in me, and I love the holidays. And I don't see anything wrong with having the childlike faith of believing in something. I don't see anything wrong with the candy canes and the gifts and all that, and the parades and all the stuff. It's what you know in your heart and what you show somebody else. So this season, instead of getting yourself all in a hustle and a bustle and getting, all upset over certain things, show the love of Jesus through whatever you're doing, through the Little Debbie's, or through the poinsettia, or whatever God asks you to do. I was going to boycott on giving out cards. I know that's funny, but, you look at the expense of it and you look at how much postage is and blah, 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 blah. And it was something that I truly love to do. And so I was going to let stuff get in the way of something that I love to do. And I woke up this morning, and here are two different messages about two different people thanking me. And it was so sweet because they look forward to the little calendar that I sent. And both of them are older, and both of them maybe don't have a lot of years left. And they look forward to that calendar. And I thought, how hard is that for me to take 5 minutes of my day to do the card, to do the calendar, and send it? You never know what you're doing today can change somebody's life. And so on this Giving Tuesday, I ask that you give of your heart, give of your time, give of your talent. If you've got finances, give of your finances, give of your Little Debbie, whatever God asks you to do. But it will change you. Yesterday I was off getting gingerbread houses from one of my daughter's projects, and I had the nicest man, Greg, help me at the big box store. And I have to tell you, we just thoroughly enjoyed each other. And we were talking about, people and things and life, and just enjoyed talking to him and how much he loved his job and how much he loved people. And I was just thankful that God gave me the right person to help me. There was no grumbling. There was no complaining. And I could tell that he had a hurt hand. And I could tell that maybe he was in the middle of something else. But he took his time and his talent to stop and help me, to even help me load the car. And so I offered to tip him. I went to give him a tip, and he said, no. We had talked about one of my grandsons as a sheriff deputy. He said, buy your grandson lunch and thank him for his service. And I thought, how sweet is that? We can all do something. $1 makes a huge difference. 5 is a lot. And 10 is a man. So today, I'm not asking you only, maybe you could give to WAPN. We've got a lot of needs right now, and I'd really appreciate it. But maybe you could give to the police officer, buy him, breakfast or lunch or whatever, or maybe to the school crossing person, stop and get him a hot chocolate and drop it off. Or I don't know what the item is, but I do know that on this Giving Tuesday, give of your time, your talent, your finances, whatever it is, and let God move in your situation. I know with me, sometimes I, get myself in a pickle and I get myself all frustrated and I say, well, if I give up that, I've got all these. And God says, you just give and I'll take care of you. And he has always taken care of me. Even when I was a single mom and I didn't know how it was going to work out, we never, ever didn't have. Sometimes it was rough and sometimes we were stretched to the stretch, but God always provided. And so whatever you're going through today, I'm telling you that Jesus loves you and that there is a plan and a purpose in your life. And if you'll give your life to Jesus, you'll be amazed of the things that will happen in your life. We're listening to WAPN 91.5 FM. Our favor for today is continue expecting God's favor in the midst of your challenges. I know you've got some challenges. I know this time of year can be overwhelming, but God's got you. And he's got a plan. It is Thankful Tuesday. It is Thankful Tuesday. It's just 2 for Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. The weather today, 78 with a low of 64. It was a little rainy when I came to work. Madison, 74 with a low of 53. It is raining in Madison. It is, if it's your birthday, Grace and Shannon and Kathy and everybody else celebrating birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating, happy, happy, happy. Again, it's Giving Tuesday. We're going to talk about a walk through Bethlehem is at Crossroad Church, 5:30 this Friday. Free outdoor Christmas thing, 1851 South Clyde Morris. The lighting of the Christmas tree is this Friday night here in Holly Hill at 6 p.m. to 7 ceremony. And then, of course, on Saturday, it's the big parade, the 66th annual parade here in Holly Hill. It's changing it up a little. It's starting on 2nd Street and going north up on US 1 Saturday at 10 a.m. right here in Holly Hill. And then they have the toy drive going on in the city of Holly Hill also. So I'm going to share those flyers on Facebook. We have a toy drive going on also here at WAPN. We're going to be doing the big food drop on the 23rd at Calvary Christian Center. And at the end, they want to give out toys. So if you have unopened new toys and you'd like to donate them to WAPN, you can bring them by here, 1508 State Avenue in Holly Hill. If I'm not here, there's a crate, or you can put them on the white bench. A camera will trigger, and I will come by and get them. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody that is participating with WAPN, participating with, when you give to WAPN, we give back into our community. So we appreciate each and every one of you for the wet ones, for the clothes, for the toys, for the Thanksgiving stuff, the different things that you do really bless me. And I appreciate you, the diapers. So when you help support WAPN, you help support different things here in our community. We thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful, great day. I am praying